What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Voice from the Corner. Hope you're all well, hope you're all safe. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you're all having a great day. The post-fight for Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Smith. Firstly, before I get started, I want to say my prediction of the knockout. People were telling me, oh, well, you're going to say after it, if it don't come true, that Liam Smith was a shot fighter and he wasn't the fighter he was and all that sort of stuff. Well, I got the Josh Kelly fight wrong, didn't I, with Troy Williamson, and I said I was wrong. That's the top and bottom of it. So I want to say now, the dust has settled a couple of days later, and guess what we got on social media? Guess what we're getting in the press? Chris Eubank Jr. was weight drained. Chris Eubank Jr. didn't do the weight right, and all that sort of stuff. Credit where credit's due to Liam Smith. He acted like an absolute professional and ended the fight like an absolute professional. Chris Eubank's come out and, he's been very respectful in defeat, which is nice to see. Would we all like to see that fight again? I'd like to see that fight again because until he got caught, Chris Eubank Jr., he was in front in that fight, in my opinion. So, could it be different next time? Well, we'll only know, and we'll only have to wait and see, won't we? I picked up things within the press conferences as well. I picked up that Roy Jones, they asked Roy Jones what his prediction was, and he said Chris Eubank Jr. stops him long as he don't damage his hands. Interesting prediction in my opinion. So little cracks I was seeing in the build up to the fight as well. Where do I think Chris Eubank? What do I think Chris Eubank needs to do now? Firstly, I think he's got to go back to the style we had, not try and adapt Roy Jones' style. For me, if you'd have brought me in with Chris Eubank at the point where he went with Roy Jones, all I'd have been doing with Chris Eubank was building a defence, giving him a defence, learning him how to block shots. Because for me, under Roy Jones, there was no defence whatsoever. If you watch the shots that he got knocked over with, he leant into the uppercut and he pulled his head away to come away from the uppercut after the uppercut had hit him, and bang, straight onto the left hook, and both feet come off the floor. So, what can I say? For me, Chris Eubank just needs to go back to the style we had. And what I mean by that is go back to the drawing board, get back to that, like I say, that style, relentless. He's a fighter, he's not a boxer. Smith is an all-rounder. Smith can box, he can fight. And what people have got to remember here as well, things are coming out about Conor Benn now. Conor Benn, lucky he didn't fight Conor Benn. Lucky he didn't do this because Conor Benn would have done him in 2 rounds. What we've got to realise here is, respect where respect's due to Liam Smith as well. Liam Smith has done it from a young kid. He's won national titles at junior level, senior level, and right the way through the pros. He has done it the old-fashioned and traditional way. And again, I said that was his coming out fight because we find now in boxing, it's about the hype of someone. It's about the profile of someone. But I think we've got to go back in boxing to what their pedigree is. And Chris Eubank Jr.'s pedigree is nothing like Liam Smith's. It's more like Conor Benn's. They've both been built up, both done very well, both been very, very financially, done well financially and all that sort of stuff, but they ain't got the pedigree of Liam Smith. Is Liam Smith the fighter he was? I don't know. Maybe he's got better with age, maybe he's like a fine wine. But Chris Eubank Jr. has not got a pedigree or the minerals to beat Liam Smith. Could it be a different fight if he changes things? I believe it can be. But for me, he needs to go back to the drawing board and he needs to start taking off them KFC jackets and all that sort of stuff. Does he want to be a YouTube king or does he want to be a top professional fighter and win a proper world title? Let me know what you all think. Please put your comments below. Nice one, everyone. And I want to say as well, Hog Bros, they are going to do a collaboration with us to get some Voice from the Corner merchandise. So shout out Hog Bros. Nice one, pal. And you'll see it very soon. And you can buy your own Voice from the Corner gear. If you've got a voice, you've got a choice. That's the top and bottom bit. Please subscribe, share, and tell your friends. And keep sharing. The channel is flying. Nice one.